Hi, everybody. It's Pam from the Paper Outpost, and today I'm doing another episode of Using Up Your Book Pages. And today I've got three little examples of what we're going to be doing. And this is kind of funny because what do we journal makers do? We make little books to fit inside our big books. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to make these little mini books. And I got three little examples here, and I'll show you the differences. And they're very easy, very quick. Okay, so this one. I took an illustrated flower book page, cut it up, and did some stenciling, and then attached some college rule that has been hand coffee dyed, and did some sewing on this one and decorating. And this one is an illustration. It was just black and white illustrations with writing on the back, some interesting writing. So I left this writing plain so you could see the book page itself. I thought it was pretty wording, and I just added some different pages here. Here I took a page from Farmer's Almanac, an old Farmer's Almanac, and I put gesso on it, which is a like a, oh yeah, I can really read that well. It's like a thick white paint that's like a flat latex paint. It's almost like that. You could probably actually use regular house paint. I don't see why not. Okay, so there's that. And then there's this one, which I used a book page. Did I use a book page? Yes, this is one of those botanical book pages. Okay. I I used a book page, but on this side the writing wasn't that interesting, so I thought I would cover it up, and I used a piece of fabric on this one. Yes, so that is what I did. And you have to pardon me, I've been cleaning my garage all day, so I probably inhaled something horrible out there. And it's mucking with my brain. Okay, so, all right, what we're going to do is I thought I would just grab, these are for the internal pages, some random book pages. This one is, I was tearing at this one the other day, but just a music page. This is another one of the gessoed Farmer's Almanac pages. You can use any printed pages for these, it doesn't matter. And the reason why I put the gesso on here, the white gesso, is so that you can actually use this as a writing page. It helps grip the ink or the pen, whatever you're writing with, and it mutes it enough so that you can actually see what the writing. So it turns heavy fonted pages into something usable in a journal for writing on. And this is just some coffee dyed graph paper that I had hanging around. I thought I'd use it up. And we're going to try the old no measure method. And this you can use as many book pages as you want, and you can make these as thick or thin as you want. But I like to keep them thin because I'm going to be putting them inside my journals as little extra. Oh, hang on. Oh, boy. Okay, back. And okay, so this one I'm going to show you is going to be an example of this little guy. And he was actually the other half of this book page. So it went together something like that. So here's the upper half. And I just tore it in half, basically, or cut it in half. And what I'm going to do first is ink it up, because that's what we do. We ink it up. Where's my little Inkaroo thing? Oh. All right, here we go. Okay, yeah. All right, we'll ink it up because that's what we do. Inky dink. And I'm not going to ink this side because I'm going to put a little fabric trim there. But I think I will ink the inside because you will be able to see this. That showing up good? I hope so. And it doesn't matter if edges are torn. I think that actually adds to the vintage aesthetic of it. It makes it look like it's been around a while and thumbed through a lot. One of those really hot library books that everybody had to get their hands on. Okay, maybe not. But yeah, okay, that's good. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to put the little piece of fabric on the back, and what I'm going to use is some coffee dyed seam binding. You can use whatever you want, but this is probably the thinnest material I can actually. It never takes me long to get ink on my fingers, does it? I don't mind it though. That's okay. I feel like I'm in the thick of things when I've got everything on my fingers. Okay, so this we're just going to put on here with some old Fabri-Tac, because it's the super fast grab fabric glue. Now the whole thing about this is you just want it to come out at a thin little line fine, which is kind of tricky sometimes. Okay, all right, hang on. Okay, pup's been handled. The puppy bell went off because I fed him, so I had to take him out real quick, but I'm back now. And my glue is still kind of tacky. So basically, let me zoom in a little for you there. Put my glasses back on so I can see what I'm doing. Yep, yep. There we go. Okay. Now we're just gonna stick that down on the back. Run my fingers there. And that super amazing Fabri-Tac is gonna do its job. What, you need a little more there? That's okay, we can give you a little more. Just ask. Second helpings, no problem. All right. Now stick, don't make me look bad. Stick, okay. All right, so there we have that. So now I'm just gonna fold it in half, and it just gives it a nice ending, edging. What I did wanna mention was that this book page is a nice, decent thickness book page, and it can hold its own. So I didn't reinforce this one, or the done one, with anything on the inside because it was sturdy enough. When I made my first one, I backed it onto cardstock, and I noticed that once I folded it over and add the fabric, it's fine, but it's just a little chunkier, so the thickness factor went up. Let me see the difference. And if you're going to put them in your junk journals, just be aware of that. Okay, can I get that? Okay. Yeah, so it's a little thicker. Nothing wrong with it, just thicker. So if you like thicker, cardstock on the back. If you don't need to add cardstock on the back. As long as your page can handle being folded without crumpling, you're good to go. Okay, so we have this little guy. We've trimmed the edges, and now we're going to put the middle in. Now let me find it. Okay, these I sewed in because I like to sew. I think it gives a nice stitching effect there, and it's very easy. It's just a straight stitch. Okay, here's a little error, and this is a good thing to learn. Make your stitches wider, like longer between stitches, like 1 stitch, 2 stitch, 3 stitch. Go to your maximum, because all these little pinpricks through paper cause this to happen sometimes. So what you want to do is have a wider stitch, and that reduces the chance of that happening. There you go. Tip from the trenches. So, but this one we're not going to stitch, and I'll show you how we'll get it together if you don't have a sewing machine. And it's very easy because these are little booklets, so it makes it very easy to do. So let's say I take this, and let me back out so you can see. Oh, I only hit my camera. Okay. So, okay, now we know that's that big, right? So this is what we do. Really, all you need is a pencil and a ruler, not for measuring, for tearing. Okay. That's okay. I'm not well, I am anti-measure. Who am I kidding? But I don't enjoy measuring. So, okay. So basically it's to here, there's my fold here. So I'm just going to make a little mark there, and then I'm going to fold it in half. I'm going to fold it in half so I can see the mark. Yes. And that's going to tell me how wide my little page needs to be. And if I do that down the whole thing, I can actually get a few of these out of here. And let me find my ever so beloved tearing ruler. Where did you go? Hiding on me? Oh, okay, I'll use the big one. I have the big one here. So I am just going to tear this. Can you see? Yeah, okay. Just line it up. And yeah, so there you go. So double checking, yes, they fit, that's good. Okay, so now I know, okay, hang on. And we're back, okay. And so now we just want to cut it off at the, oh, hang on. And we're back, okay. So now to do it this way, I just made a little mark here showing how long I needed to do it according to my page length. I'm gonna use the old tearing ruler. These metal ones work nicely for this, but any straight edge will do. Okay, there we go. So now you need another one, and just do the same thing. Make a couple of these up, and I put 2 of these in one book because I want to keep them thin, but you can put more if you like. And the concept is all the same. And there we go. And we're done that one. And let's get fancy on this one since we're here. Let's round the edges on this on the inside just to make it look a little different than the other one. And where's my little inky thing? Just going to ink up these edges a teeny twinge, nothing major, Just to get a little distinction, gives that little worn look. I mean, it's already coffee dyed, but this just kind of enhances it and makes it look more like an old pirate treasure mappy sort of thing. One day I'll do a video on the pirate treasure mapper sort of book journal that I made my husband, and it has a nice little twist to it. I made it a little adventure thing he had to follow through the book, and he found well, I won't tell you until I show you. It's kind of cool. All right. Oh, I thought it was kind of cool. I think he liked it. He's a little resistant to that, whole journaling things. And he says I make him too fat. And I said, oh, I can't help myself, honey. I just get into those pages and I just want to keep putting stuff in there. And I was really starting to second guess myself. Should I put that much stuff? I mean, people want to write, but you got to do what you love. And there's all kinds of journals out there, and there's journals for everyone. So follow your heart, follow your passion, and remember, it's only paper. As the Frugal Crafter says, it's only paper. And I know I'm messing with these. It doesn't take that long, really. It's crazy. It's Friday night. Okay, in like that, right? Okay, no big deal. No, I don't want two of these papers, but you know what? Well, let's just roll with that. Okay, we'll just roll with it. Okay, and we're just going to staple it. That's it. That's the magic. Yep, here comes the rocket science. Okay, and you can put the staple on the outside or the inside, but I think I'm going to have the staple. Well, let me use the little Tim Holtz one. Will that work? Are we in far enough? Let me use the regular one. We have a longer arm there. There, just make sure you're on your fold line. It really doesn't take more than 2 staples to hold this baby down. Of course, if you staple it where you're supposed to staple it, it looks even better than that. Yep. But unless I'm just aghast. I cannot stand the look of the staples showing. Just put something else down. Okay, something thicker than that. Put something else on top of it and glue it down. You can mask these staples if you like to, too. So that's an easy thing to do. All right. And let's just round these little edges. Okay, and then let's just do a little decorating on this guy. What have I got here? I got this one. Okay, let's go closer so you can see. And here we are in close land. There we go. And this is just some crazy red sparkle, which I rarely ever use, but here we go. We're being wild. Okay, and there's really no right or wrong way to do this other than don't touch it until it's dry, or there will be glitters everywhere. And you can put them close together, far apart, doesn't matter. You can highlight little ends of things, or you can put it on an odd leaf here and there, just for some fun. All right. Doop, doop. And let me just do a little doot, 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 doot. Okay, how about that? So there's one little booklet, very quick and easy. And the other one I'm just going to show you how to do quickly. Okay, show this one. Ooh, now I can't flip it because, well, you can look like that. There it is, inside. I got to put it aside so I don't touch it. Let me just stick it over here. Okay, I'm not touching it. There, good. Okay, the next one. Okay, I think I'm going to show you this style. And this one has the material on the inside. Again, not rocket science, and very easy to do. And this is a great way to use up some white space if you want to do some stenciling on the pages. I had these little calendars pages that I thought were cute, but they were blank on the other side. And I thought, well, what can I do that's quick and easy, but it gives it some color and depth and interest. And the stenciling is always a good thing for that. So what do we got here? Okay, so here we have a piece of, this is from a botanical book page. And it has, see that there's like writing here, but there's nothing over here, and it's just kind of wonky weird. So I thought, what did I think? I thought I would grab a piece of material. I have a bunch of these like quilting squares. You can use any thin muslin, thin cotton, something like that will work well. And your old buddy, the Fabri-Tac, here we go. I think I'm just going to trim it down first. And I'm just going to, you can either do it so your little edges just hang out over the edge to give it a little appeal, or you can tuck them in all nice in like bed corners or whatever it is, and so they don't show. And I think I'm going to have mine hang over a little. I like it when it hangs over a little bit. So, okay, here we go. Trimming. So approximately this one, yeah. The eyeball assessment of straightness, and then we want to do just a little over, and we can see our page through the other side, sort of. And if you hear the crunchy sound of paper, you know you cut too much. All right, well, I didn't quite get it the way exactly, you know, because I don't measure, but I think that's actually pretty good. I think the peeking out of the letters is kind of cool. So let's lay this puppy down. And you're not limited to using book pages for these. You can use the scrapbook paper or anything, but it is a great way to use up book pages. You can use all book pages inside as your filler and gesso them or not gesso them. You can put different ones in, and I think that's what I like to do, is put different pages in. It gives it just more interesting eye appeal that way. Okay, there we go, finger tool. Yep, and foldaroo. And see, we just have that hanging over the edge there. Inkaroo. Anybody can make these. They're easy. You can make them in front of the TV. Bang a bunch of these out in different themes so that you have different styles. And once they're, you know, different, you don't have to do that side if you're going to put the material here. You don't even have to put the material here. That's just like extra accoutrement. All right, let's, what do we have here? Would this work? Let's try this. That's kind of neat. Yeah. Okay, this is some ribbon I got in a grab bag from Goodwill. So let's give that a go. See how that goes. There. Straight line as I can do. Here we go. Another straight as line as I can do. You can put a little on the spiny spine part too. It's probably a good idea to do, you know, smush a little so you don't get glue globs coming through your material, and that way you don't get that weird, like somebody dropped honey or something on it. Okay, well, we have a midline here, so let's go with that. Okay. And then, oh, I got glue all over my fingers. That's the way it goes. Yep. All right. Well, that's kind of cute. All right, we'll snip that off. Okay. All right. So there we have that little pup. And let's fill him with some pretty papers. And I think this time we're going to use the music page. Oh, sorry. Let me back out so you can actually see what's going on. Can you see what's going on? Oh, there's my thingy. Okay. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Let's use this one. And I have some more of this gessoed page, so let's do that. Let's see exactly how much we need. This is the only measuring, I swear. It's not even measuring with numbers, it's just measuring with foldies. All right, let's fold that up to the line. Make sure our little edges are aligned, and that gives us a nice straight fold. And where's our tearing ruler? Here it is. Here we go. And if you had one of those little edgy ones, that would be cute too, you know, that gives you the little torn edge look. I have it. I have that. Some too far away from me at the moment. But this actually works very nicely. And let's just go for length. Length check. Okay, I'm just going to put a tear in the paper so I know where it is. You can even do that. You don't even need the pencil. Look at that. And shoop. Okay, and we want this one about the same length, so we can kind of just use this to template that off. Put a little tear in you. Yep, okay, hold on. And we're back. Okay. Okay, so we got a couple of these, and we have this one. Did I do that one? No, not yet. Oh, I was going to do the potter's wheel. Right. Okay. Sorry, got distracted by the animals there. Okay, we need to pseudo measure, and we are pseudo measuring to, where's my little pencil? To just before the fold line, so you got a little wiggle room there. And fold it. Yep. Okay. And then measure to, I'd say there's good. And we'll do the tear. And whoop, there we go. And one more little tear this way. Whoop. Okay. So we have a music page and we have a gessoed page. So I think I'm going to put it so my gessoed page is in the center, so it's easy to fully write on this page. And you're just going to tuck that in. They're not exactly the same, but I like the way they stagger a little bit. You can make them perfectly the same if you want to do that. Okay, here it is, right in front of me. And there we go. And how am I going to do this? I think I'm going to sew this one. So hang on, I'm going to be right back. And I'm back. And here it's sewn. I just used a straight stitch, and I forgot again to widen my stitches. So don't forget to widen your stitches when you're using paper, because it definitely saves wear and tear on the seam there. Okay, so let's decorate this little pop-up. And what would you like on you, huh? What would you like? Would you like a little stamp? Okay, well, my parrot is not happy about being put in the cage right now. Although he's used to going to bed at night, so he should be okay with it, but I guess he's not. Okay, I think he hears me talking, and he just would rather come over and investigate. He's been doing a lot of investigating in the house lately. Just let me say, it's been interesting. He investigated his way through a baseboard and under my kitchen cabinets. Yeah. A nice surprise. I was worried I couldn't find him. That's kind of cute. Sometimes all you need is a little ladybug to give it a little pizzazz. And what else can we put on here? Oh, let's see. How about, what do we got? Oh, hang on. Okay, there we go. I decided to add 1 second ladybug onto him, and this is what he looks like. He's got the fabric on the inside, which gives it a nice textury kind of feel, yet still thin. It's very thin, easy to put in a journal, and a nice little surprise for somebody to find inside their journal. Little music pages, interesting writing on the almanac or whatever book, and some gesso, some spaces for writing. It can be all writing pages, whatever you like. So there's the ideas, and let's see. Oh yeah, the one's drying over there, so we will be very careful not to bring him back over here, but let's go get him and we'll bring him back anyway. Okay, oh right, did I grab it? Nope. Not bad, not bad. Okay, so here's the one that's still drying. Ooh. Okay, so here you go. There they are. Please like and subscribe if you liked what you saw. And we've got our 300 subscriber contest going on. If you check out that video and subscribe, you can win a prize. And let's see, the drawing is on October 1st, so that's coming up soon. And I think that's everything. I still have 3 journals in my Etsy shop, plus I'm working on one, and I'll give you a little quick flash of it. It's very, very quick. There it is. She's almost done. She's very, very full and very chunky, and I think I like maxed out on my chunkorama on her, but you know, it felt good. It really did. So anyway, have a happy day, everybody. Happy crafting. Take care. Bye-bye.